Really embody the title senior project manager and have a bit about you, you have to really understand financial modelling and cost planning. Now, you could argue that this is a quantity surveyor's job. However, you need to understand the language, because when you are facing decision makers or on a board, you have to be clear in what you're talking about and understand the context. Because when you're reporting upwards, all they're really interested is three things. Number one, how much is this thing going to cost and are we going to be over budget? Number two, if there's any money left, how much? So this is also known as your risk and contingency pot. And three, if it is over budget, how are you going to, or how are they going to find more money to solve your problem? If there is any surplus risk and contingency, trust me, they'll already be thinking, where can I redeploy this on other problems I have and on other projects on portfolios? So when you're presenting figures at the highest of levels, you need to understand their mind and the position they're in as senior leaders and decision makers. So in order to have the confidence to face that audience, you have to know the back end and know the detail and understand, in conjunction and coordination with your cost planning consultant, your cost consultant and your project management office, you need to understand those numbers. Because ultimately, as a senior project manager who is leading a project management office, they are your numbers. Your cost consultant will offer them up to you. They may get you to buy into their cost plan. But if you're working with consultants, they are helping you get to your final position in the board meeting. So therefore, they're advising you. So therefore, you need to have a pre-meet with that cost consultant and your other trusted members of your project management office to freeze the position. You do not want to be walking into that room oohing and ahhing, not knowing your numbers, because if they ask you and put you on the spot to cascade into lower levels of detail, you better be prepared. Because as I say on multiple other videos, you only should ever have one version of the truth, and think of it like the Russian doll scenario. Same family, same nested family, same version of the truth. You're just facing different stakeholders and different audiences at different stages of your governance cycle. So finally, to add to this, you need to understand when you're put on the spot in board meetings, I've been there before, where they will ask things like, is this net or gross? Does this account for inflation? What is the percentage change from the original project budget or the original cost plan? What is the percentage of risk and contingency against your forecast outturn cost? And you also want some graphs and metrics to show trends of your cash flow and forecast across multiple financial years if your project is rolling through different financial years. So that sounds quite complicated, but you need to know the basics and you need to know your cost plans in depth also.